Good afternoon, Dean Davison, liveweatherblogs.com meteorologist. Have an afternoon update for you going into the next system that we're going to be looking at. And this is a model look, 6Z versus 12Z in GFS and in NAM. This graphic is done by Live Weather Blogs student meteorologist Doug Malagary. And I'll put he has a blogspot site, and I'll put that at the end of this in my written part so you can check that out. Um, Pretty good. Does great graphics, and I appreciate the use of his graphics for my use of forecasting. So thanks. Okay, we're gonna get into this. You can see here, 6Z Dam. You had a good amount of blues here, heavier precipitation versus the 12Z Dam. It's not picking up as much. I always say with the 6Z runs, they're a little off compared to 6 and 18 are a little off compared to 0 and 12. We'll have to see how this all pans out. We're looking at least a 4-inch snowstorm, and I'm going to give you a map later. When I show you a map later, it's going to be of the map of meteorologist Mike DeFino. I'm just going to use it in the audio version and go through different cities and what they're going to, how they're going to get it. But I think it's very well that Philadelphia points to the north and east. You're going to get 4 to 8 inches of snow coming up here Friday. A little less down in my area of Roanoke, and I'll get into that. And there's reasons for that. And we have another storm that we're going to talk about, which is next Tuesday. So this could get extremely interesting coming up here. Current temperatures around the area, we have 50 in here in Roanoke, 54 North Shore, 55 Martinsville, 54 Danville. Go down here to Greensboro, the Triad, 53. Which was Winston-Salem, 48. And back here towards Pulaski, 46, Radford area. So there's a couple of temperatures around the area here in Roanoke. You can see a little bit of precipitation, a couple sprinkles around the Roanoke region. This is via Zoom radar. Synoptic map, you can see the low is off the coast here. It's going to move out. Another system moving into the Midwest here. That's going to drop in this general area, cause a low, and you know how it goes. Some snow here on the East Coast. You can see how this projects itself, moves along. Low being near south of Roanoke, and that will keep the precipitation rain to begin with and then turn over to snow towards the end of it. An inch or two could happen around the area before this low cranks itself off New Jersey, and beyond that, the low won't bomb out until it's above Maine, and a high pressure will build in before the next low starts projecting itself to the east. And it's going to get interesting for next week. We'll get a coastal low develop early next week, and this with a trough, inverted trough, could be interesting again. Roanoke, Philadelphia, D.C., New York City, Boston. We've got to watch this system also because we might be talking about another snowstorm next week also. Once again, Florida, Jacksonville, Palm City, some of these areas up here in the northern part of the state could have an issue with some severe weather tomorrow. That'll be isolated tornadoes and high winds, and that'll be tomorrow during the daytime. So stay with us here at liveweatherblogs.com, and we'll keep you updated on this possible severe weather aspect of the system also. Since we don't normally talk about Hawaii, aloha here in Hawaii, all this northern area on Hawaii, they're under a high surf warning. We're talking seas up 30 to 40 feet from a low that's up near Maine, and I'll show you that on a satellite. Not Maine, excuse me. Alaska, not Maine. And we also have winter storm warnings in the higher elevation volcano areas, and also a flood watch for rain precipitation on the whole island of Hawaii. Here's that huge low that's causing them waves up here. That's only a part of the system that moves in next week along this pattern of the futuristic storms that we will have. And this pattern seems to go into February. So we'll have to see how this all goes and plays out. One thing is for sure, we're going to be looking at advisories going up soon for the Philadelphia area for snowfall. and further north also. We're talking about 10 inches possibly in areas of western Connecticut and parts of western Massachusetts. That's also likely with this next storm. And we have these continuation of storms. This pattern is not changing. The high in Greenland is still blocking and keeping this pattern locked in for at least the next 2 weeks. So the forecast for the next couple days here for Roanoke: 51 clearing this afternoon, 40 tomorrow, increasing clouds before we get the next chance of rains, turning to snow on Thursday night, and then snow in the morning on Friday. An inch or two could occur, and that's at least the forecast totals as we speak right now. 15 overnight Friday night, 32 Saturday, and 41 Sunday. So let's take a look at a snowfall map. Here's our snowfall map. Here's Roanoke right here. That's a 1 to 3 inch snowfall rate. Baltimore, D.C. is 1 to 3. Baltimore is 1 to 3 to 6. I don't include Dover. Up towards Newark, we're right on that 4 to 8, 3 to 6 range. So you're probably going to look at 4 to 5 inches. You got Philly in the 4 to 8. You have northeastern Pennsylvania in 4 to 8. City of New York 4 to 8. Far western parts of Connecticut and Massachusetts 4 to 8. Burlington, Vermont 3 to 6. And you can see even higher amounts here along the coast. Boston, we're looking at another 6 to 12 inch snowfall. State of Rhode Island, Connecticut. This is the snowfall map, and thank you to meteorologist Mike Tofino. This is his snowfall map creation, and it's locked in really well. He will update if this gets updated. I will definitely update audio wise here at liveweatherblogs.com. For liveweatherblogs.com, this is meteorologist Dean Davison. Have a great afternoon, and stay with us here. I won't give you the latest information on any updates for the storm. Have a great afternoon.